I first met Jaheem, I really didn't know what to expect, didn't have an expectation. So I think that was really good, just going into it with a blank palette. And you know, the first thing we decided we wanted to do was to go out and eat and get to know each other. And it's interesting that we've kind of been on a journey from that point in our lives, but also with the fact that, you know, we went and had regional ethnic food, and now that's kind of the theme that when we do go out, we go and explore foods of the world. That's been one of the really cool things that we've shared, and it's really, you know, to me, especially as young as Jaheem was back then, which was what, 10, 11, was that his willingness to explore foods that he had never seen or heard of.
I went into it as a blank page because I'm the type of person who accepts anybody into my life, especially at like that time. I just lost people and moved on to the next year. So like going into it, I wasn't gonna expect anything. He excels in everything, explores, and shows me new places that I haven't seen or new things that I haven't did. Knowing that like that's the type of person that I would be around, it was actually kind of fun meeting him at first, especially like going out for food that I've never had to get to know each other. That was like the fun thing. So like I went in with open arms, expecting him as family.
I myself was a little way back when in Birmingham, Alabama, and my mom got me in the program. My father was not in my life. She thought it would be good to have a strong male influence in my life, and my big Bob was just that. He was, more than anything, he was a reliable and consistent person that always met the expectation that he set for me to expect of him. As I got older and got in volunteering, I got involved with other organizations and on a kind of a higher up level. And doing that kind of led me to believe that I really wanted to be on the front line. And when I thought about that, it kind of just snapped for me that I should be a big because of the impact that it had on me in my life. And I've been a big for, I think, 12 years now. And you know, I wouldn't trade it for anything. You know, it's my best friend, one of my best friends in my life, and certainly absolutely a part of my family.
When I was first coming out to people, he was the main person that I could talk to and like go through things with. Like he was just the most caring person who understand at most, and especially when I had mental issues. He was the person that I can always come talk to when I'm feeling down and depressed, and the person that I can depend on and use as my right-hand man. After the whole Pride Parade situation, he had took me to the one in St. Pete, and I got to have so much fun. I've seen pride flags that I've never seen. So with everything that's happening, it was a fun first experience. Then once I actually came out to Bill, it was the best thing that could ever happen because he is one of the strongest role models I have in my life. With everything that's been happening from 2017, to now, he's been like the most supportive person, and like he's not just a big, he's not just a person that I met and hang out with. He is family. He's like another brother. He's basically like my second family.
Our families are, you know, my mother is friends with Jaheem and friends with Jaheem's parents, and you know, early on in our relationship, Jaheem's brother, his next oldest brother, went out of his way to invite me to an event that was special to him because he had had heart surgery and he got a suite at the Rays game, and he wanted me to be a part of it and be a part of the family. And I think that there was something that was instrumental early on in really bringing the families closer together. I would say that, you know, for someone considering being a big, this is a chance to change someone's life and to change their trajectory. And you know, while you won't see the results instantaneously, you will ultimately see them over time, especially if you stick with it. You know, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. It's, you know, how do I know if it's a success or not? Well, I was a little and I became a big, and now Jaheem has told me that when he's old enough, he wants to be a big. So that's really a positive thing that I think, you know, is something that's important to me about the program.
As I get older, I hope that I can show people that they should care about others. So as I grow up into the person that I'm being shaped into, I hope the same people who has been in the same generations as I am can also become bigs and shape smaller people into bigger people and successful people.